Thank you very much, Wallace. I'm very touched by that generous introduction, but I'm also mindful of your admonition on brevity. So I will try to adhere to that as well. Let me use this occasion, however, to say a personal word of thank you to Governor O'Malley, a man with whom I've worked very closely over the past year, and I want to thank him for his phenomenal support of higher education over the 8 years of his administration. Graduates, I want you to know that thanks to this governor, Maryland has had the lowest increase in tuition during the 2 terms he served as any state in the union. Now, Governor, not just these students, but also their parents are very, very thankful, as are we, for your incomparable support of higher education, quality, and affordability. As President Loh mentioned, 50 years ago, I came to the University of Maryland as a newly minted assistant professor of mathematics. In fact, I attended my first commencement exactly 50 years ago, today. Now, I claim to hold the record for attending more commencements at College Park than anyone in history. I don't have any proof of that, but that's my claim and I'm sticking to it. In all honesty, I cannot adequately convey what this university has meant to my family and me. This is where I grew up professionally, where I had the privilege of serving as president for 10 years, where my children went to preschool and to college, and where my grandchildren come regularly to root for the Terps. I owe this institution a debt I can never repay. It has shaped who I have become. But the one thing it didn't give me is a degree. Now, it's been a struggle, but I more or less overcame this huge disadvantage. I am an honorary member of the Alumni Association, but that's not the same thing. This is where you, soon-to-be graduates, have a huge advantage over me. You are about to have an honest-to-goodness degree from the University of Maryland. I cannot imagine a better credential with which to launch your careers or advanced studies. Now, I wish I could stand here and tell you that you will be entering a trouble-free America. Unfortunately, that's not the case. Our nation faces enormous challenges. Once we led the world in the percent of adults with a college degree. Today we rank 14th. Once we were the world's shining example of upward social mobility. Today we have entrenched income inequality. Once we thought fossil fuels were a sign of progress. Today we face the enormous challenges of climate change brought on by profligate use of carbon-based energy. I could go on and on with the monumental issues facing our nation that can only be solved by collective action. Given that, you might think I leave my position somewhat depressed, but I'm not, because I know you and your generation. You are the millennials. Yours is a generation that values civic purpose. Yours is a generation committed to the common good. I have great belief in you. Go forth and change the world. Lord knows it needs changing, and you have the stuff to make a difference. Godspeed and best wishes to each and every one of you. And finally, let me say for perhaps the last time in my life, from this stage,